Welcome in, gamers. We are in for the finals of the Oceanic Stream Slam for August. Guys, don't forget, if you'd like to join in the next Oceanic Stream Slam, just go in and type that !slam in chat right meow. Don't forget, it is the Stream Elements link, not the Lumia Stream link, because it bugged out on me and I can't change it, so let's not judge me for that. But we're here, Twee. We're ready to go. I'm now your play-by-play. Twee's now my color. Roles reversed,
Yes.
flip it, switch it, reverse it. Let's kick off and see how this game's going to go.
It's interesting to me it's a standard fan coming out. So one of the things I would have expected, if you are VBV, what does VBV stand for exactly? Sorry, I just like to
Voidborn Vandals.
Voidborn Vandals.
Yeah.
If you are the Voidborn Vandals, we pointed out this in drafts, but it's really important that you get the game rolling nice and quickly.
Yes.
Because you're playing against a Kale, because you're playing against an Aphelios, you need to be getting the ball rolling early on. It's going to be off the back of Oceanic Joker. He needs to be finding gank angles. I'm interested to see if they're going to look for anything cheesy level 1. Doesn't look like they are. A little bit of a ward coming through. That's quite normal. Planned is going to be spotted on his Raptors. Actually started Sweeper to clear the ward.
I love it.
Which isn't something you often see. I do like that a lot. But it's going to mean that we know, both junglers know where each other are. Obviously, the J4 didn't have time to walk down. Both junglers are pathing towards bot. And I think the win condition here of the Aphelios is going to get shut down. The win condition of the Kai'Sa on the other end also going to be trying to be shut down here. See trading coming through. But yeah, I mean, on the top side of the map here,
Yeah, like,
maybe
it feels like it's going to be a slow one here, though, Twee, because like you got these very late scaling champions, right? Like you've got the Kale here into this Mordekaiser. Like you want to see Baked Beans really pressure this in already. Pokey,
he's dead.
Is he dead?
Yeah,
he's dead. He walked up a little bit too close to the sun there. Yep. It's not even worth talking about. Wait, the healing? No way. Oh!
He's alive.
Pokey.
The boy who lived.
Damn it. Come to die. I don't trust. Let's not worry about my Voldemort impression. It's not that great. We'll work on that. I can do the laugh though.
Well, I mean, to think about that a little bit more analytically for a second, it's pretty bad as Kale to lose Flash in that situation for free. Like, obviously going Flash to Flash versus Mordekaiser is not what you want to be doing this side of the lane. Burns his TP as well. He's very lucky the J4 is not pathing towards him because that is a big dive threat that could be coming through right there. Obviously, the bot side, they're getting hammered a little bit in these trades.
Look, and that's just the difference, right? We know that full range that the Aphelios gives. We sort of expect this, but it comes down to how well can Kai'Sa stay in the game. Now, what would you say the win con is for this Kai'Sa Leona bot lane?
I'm sorry, you cut out. The win condition for...
The bot lane for Kai'Sa Leona, but could be a little fight as Arsene Joker's looking mid. Looks like Thor wants to try and get out of dodge. Does take the jump. Good flash comes out. Stun, just not under tower. Does mean Thor can survive another day.
Okay, but the regank is now the threat though, right? Because Thor's lost his slash now. That's a really big deal, particularly playing at Syndra QE. It's really, really important that he plays... Look, Oceanic Joker's already looking for the regank. You see that? That guy was ready to flash the wall QE. He's still looking. He's not clearing his camps. He's just walking mid. Look at him. You've got a red buff up, my friend.
He
wants he's just sitting in the bush. He wants that Lissandra dead, and it makes a lot of sense to me. Is she going to die to it?
Flag and Drag is good. Put the stun under tower, but this could be first blood heading over. Thor is clean with it.
Oh, no.
And a disaster.
Oh, it's a disaster.
Oh, I love it.
That's really brutal.
Look, and we sort of saw that coming a little bit. Thor knew to play safe, was sitting back a little bit further. It was just that little bit too much eagerness there, Twee.
Yeah. And that's going to really, really hurt. I think Lissandra getting gold is going to make it difficult for Syndra because at the point where that lady starts getting lots of items, it's the point where Syndra cannot play the game because Lissandra will just flash ult you and one-shot you. The game is so hard to play as an immobile mage versus Lissandra with gold. Look at her. She's picked up the Dark Seal. And she has gold for refillable pots. It's going to make the lane so much safer. And it's a real, real problem. Oceanic Joker lost his flash for nothing there.
And it's just that this is setting the tone of the game. You can see we want to see Voidborn Vandals playing aggressive. That's what we needed to see, right? We said this in draft. We wanted to see J4 really pushing the boundaries. That wasn't pushing the boundaries. That was trying to push a brick wall and showing that you do not have any strength.
Yeah, of course. Meanwhile, on the bot side, it's not looking too good either. I mean, Aphelios is up 35-18 in the CS department. That is not exactly what you expected to see down here.
Arsene Joker's coming in.
It's difficult for Leona to find an engage. This could be good here.
No, engage coming from the Leona. Flag and Drag's good, but the cancel out from Salami is chuffed with that one. A little bit too easy as the thumbs up is all she wrote. And I feel like Arsene Joker's just sort of met their match a little bit right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's really bad as well because you can see he's already down to clear. So His blue side's up. Look at where the Skarner is. Skarner's just finished. They started the same place.
Oh.
Skarner just finished clearing his top side. Here's a trade mid. Yeah, Skarner just finished clearing his top side, and Arslan and Joker's walking there right now. Level 6 on the Lissandra. Nothing going to come from it. Drake's up, and you see Arslan and Joker's piling straight to Drake here. He's just saying, screw the camps. He's already acknowledging his down tempo, and he's going to try and get something done. I can understand that he feels like he's pressured because you're against an Aphelios, because you're against a Kayle. But I think maybe he's a bit too overzealous there.
Apologize. All my champions ready to go. But again, yeah, the prior we're seeing from this bot lane as well. Like, they can just walk up. It comes down to, can Ars and Joker get the steal? But there's the flash out of casual too. Little bit of disaster as Thor is level 6. Was looking for that aggressive play. But now I'm looking at this bot side. Dragon has been started. We'll see if Ars and Joker wants to contest or will concede. And he's already walking away.
Oh man, it's really, really rough this game state. Top is the only thing that we can look at and be like, this is good. Baked Beans is absolutely giving Pokey the 1-2 combo, the old Mordekaiser proxy into cannot play the game Kayle combo. It is very unplayable for Kayle to play in top lane right now. But losing Flash for casual in that mid lane 1v1 before even getting ganked by Skarner is so detrimental to his chances of being able to play the game here. I think the second Skarner sets his eyes on mid, Lissandra will just ult the Syndra, Skarner puts it in the wall. It is a free kill waiting to happen.
Look, and this tower already losing that plate, but I don't think Baked Beans even saw a little bit of that gold. It's that does take a little bit of that, a little bit of saltiness in the wound, if you ask me. But that's okay, because we're looking at this bot side now, and look at Boyle as well. 48 CS, already picking up the BF sword. That's a French kiss, because that is the 80 carries wet dream for a first back.
I think it's really, really scary that not only... actually, I'm going to hold this thought because there's a Skarner on the bot side here.
Plan wants to come in.
Metal might have walked
Salami really wants Tiki here. Tries to get the knock into the wall, but can't do it. Does get the flash out, and they say, you know what? Nice trade.
Okay, it's okay to get the support flash, I think, as well. It's much better to get Leona's flash, if you're the blue side, this is.
Yes.
Like, it's much better for Leona to flash there than Aphelios to flash. The fact that... sorry, not Aphelios, than Kai'Sa to flash. The fact that Kai'Sa didn't flash is very, very good when it comes to the ability for the blue side bot lane to keep playing the game. Look at the threat of this Poppy, though. Like, Full Metal cannot walk up to last it because if he walks towards that wall, he's just going to get charged into it and immediately one-tapped. It's really hard to play out. Overestimated, actually, the capacity of Kai'Sa Leona in this lane. It looks really, really tough.
Look, and I think that was what I was talking about, is that early game where they can't really do anything but try and last hit these minions, and Boyle's very happy just to keep shoving these waves in, and again, Thor getting that early kill. Only one kill at the start of this game. It's 8 minutes in, and a lot of the other games we had were very bloodthirsty. Now Thor being targeted again. Flag and Drag is there. Flash is about to come back up, but a good little stun does give them a little bit more love in the bank. We'll have to see what they can really pull out, because towers are just melting with these shields, and it's looking so good for the deep sea griefers.
Okay, the one thing is that Kayle is bleeding, though, because you look at that wave state, that is full frozen. She cannot walk up. Skarners have to be called here to make sure he crashes this wave, and this is going to signal the start of a Grubs play. If they can make this Grubs play work, the Vanguards, what are they called? Oh my god, the Vandals, the Voidbound Vandals, are going to, they're going to get one opportunity here to fight this Skarner and Kayle if they try the Grubs. But I don't think they are, actually. Don't think they are. It's just going to go back to neutral. Yeah, Skarner's going to walk over to his camps now. J4 might even start the Grubs out, and that's good.
I think they can. Like, there's the level 6 too. Tiki's very happy with this, but I feel like Void Grubs have just been started, and I'm going to trust this directional cam, because clearly there's going to be some action here if they look to engage.
It's showing us more interesting stuff.
Yeah, look, and then... honestly, we can have a quick little... yeah, they're backing out. Let's go have a look at this, because, yeah, it's already secured. Baked Beans getting that early drive over.
Yeah.
Oh, they're looking for a collapse, though. Oh, here we go. Plan, stunning them into the wall. Arslan Joker might have to flag and drag, but the good impale is even nicer. They're locking down this J4. The frozen tomb hurts. And now Baked Beans is saying, let's take them for a ride as we're going all the way to Brazil. Now Planned is trying to stay alive. Baked Beans has to flash. The tables have turned as now look at Pokey poking him down. And a great fight over from DSG.
I mean, Lissandra is just so ridiculous in these moments. Though. Like, she just walks up, frozen tombs that guy. See you later. 0-2 on the J4 now. The Grubs go down as well. It is such a bad situation for the Voidbound Vandals in game 1. Kayle gets the assist. Lissandra is getting the kill. Hoppy's just ulting this guy off the planet. Like, where's he going? See you later, Kai'Sa. It's just impossible to play in this situation. They get the Grubs, sure, but they lose the fight. The J4 is completely cooked for the whole game off the back of this.
And look at the lead this J4 has lost to. Skarner, who is your scaling jungler, is like 10 plus CS up. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, while J4 obviously individually is in trouble, his role in the composition is still fine.
Correct.
The Aphelios will have to flash if he gets put in a J4 cage, whether or not the J4 is 10 and 0 or if he's 0 10. It doesn't matter. He will have to flash the Cataclysm. It is that simple. And if he doesn't do it, he will die. So J4 is still useful. It's more that he wasn't able to get anything done in the early game. That's the big problem.
Yeah, and that's where we talked about that tempo side. But again, items are starting to come on board. We still haven't seen this Aphelios back. Let's have a look at the quick gold, as he does have 1,700 gold. So he could back, and he's almost at that Yuntails if he decides to go for his casual. Could be looking for an all-in. Scatter of the Weak is nice, but it's not enough, as the unlimited power could not clean up Thor. And now we're going to see how Pokey is going to play this lane state, as Thor just has to back off. Arson Joker. The flash with the stun is so good. Casual. Not even a casual play, if you ask me.
No way. That is unreal. I mean, he actually had the Sand roll, by the way. He just was caught off guard by that.
Yeah.
I mean, the sheer psychopathy to make that play in this situation is... You know he has ults, man. Casual just skill checks his opponent and cashes him lacking. Dragon's going to be trying to sneak away here.
They want to go for this as the Impale is still available, as now Leona pulls it in. There's the beautiful jump in. Is it going to be enough? As that is a very scary Aphelios with a lot of damage. The Yuntails is beautiful feats for claimed. Look at Boyle. He is on fire. And this water is bubbling over because this fight is so good. Salami able to hold on a little bit longer. Casual wants to get this steal. No jungler in tow means they might be able to get a little bit more, as they do secure second dragon. Nice pickup by DSG.
I mean, the Aphelios is just point blank with purple-white just
Wait,
one-shotting
Thor.
the whole team there.
Thor throws out the Frozen Tomb. Can they hold it a little bit longer? As Kaiser Killer Instincts and Casual picks up another kill. It's a 3-0.
No. It's disaster, actually. Like, it's crazy because if he just doesn't make that play, the whole game is chill. Like, we're happy we just got 2 kills on the Aphelios. It's suddenly now we've got a 3-0 Syndra on the map. She gets to shove in a wave, gets a chill reset off. Kaisi gets to catch the mid wave. Everything's good now. Like, obviously it's really bad because we have that dragon fight, because they're able to secure the dragon. Aphelios gets 2 kills, yes. But with Sandra going down in that situation means Syndra is now even more ahead than she just was.
Yeah.
And ahead Syndra beats ahead Aphelios. That's just how it is, because Aphelios can't play versus Syndra ult.
No, it's one of those things that is point and click, unfortunately, there, Twee, and sadly, point and click can win out most times. That's why Annie is so popular right now. But lane state seems to be a little bit more lax. Supports are now coming up into the mid lane as Kaiser's still chilling out here. Syndra is down in this bot side, and Syndra will destroy this Aphelios in a 1v1, so I feel like they have to be so safe. But items now being completed. What do you think of them? I'm really looking at this Blackfire Torch for Syndra.
That's actually fairly common. So one of the things that Syndras like to play for, the usual thing you'll see Syndras play for in solo queue, little Hex Flash is being baited there. They want to play for their Q upgrade, which comes when they get 40 stacks of their passive, and they want to play for that first item spike. That's the thing Syndras want to play for. They want to get that Lost Chapter, get that mana item going. Blackfire Torch is a pretty common option. More ability haste offers a little bit more versatility. It's fairly common. The thing I was going to point out is you look at topside, that's an item mismatch right there. So Mordekaiser's finished his Rylai's Crystal Scepter, but there is no item on the side of Kayle, which means that she is not able to walk up at all because she will just get run down. Is Holden a second? No, he's okay. Arsenal and Joker are just going to flag and drag out of that one.
They're looking at Casual. Impale just misses, but they could be caught out as the Scatter of the Weak does hit too. They're trying to lock them down. Kill out Casual. You get a little bit more. The Frozen Tomb is good. Handing it over to Thor, and that is just a beautiful team collapse, and they could be looking for a little bit more as planned. Walking up, but going in solo. Still on the ward, and they have to back out. They could be looking at a first tower bot instead, Twee.
Yeah, I mean, he's building like he's playing like he's built Zhonya's there. He's just walked into the middle of 4 of them and gone down immediately. Unfortunately, not able to use that E to maximum effect. You can only use it one time, and the stun was still lasting from the Skarner into the wall. 4 members on the bot tower. It's going to be a trade for bot for mid here. Turret plating has fallen. I think you're happier if you're blue side here, just because getting the mid tower opens you up to more objectives. Obviously, first tower is bot. So that does mean the feats of strength are going over right now to DSG. But realistically, I don't value boots upgrades that much. I don't think feats of strength give you that much gold value, because you need to pay 500 gold first of all to get the tier 3 boots. So it's not ideal to get there. And second of all, if you don't upgrade your tier 3 boots, you're only getting like a 100 gold increase. So feats of strength are good, but I think mid tower is better, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I was going to say, it's like the feats. Oh, here we go. Planned could be in a bit of a pickle if they do decide to stay inside here. The Skarner really wants to get out of dodge, as I believe they have been taken to Brazil, but let's see if Planned can survive a little bit longer. Straight over the wall. The flash to cancel. What is this kid? He used that blast cone. He's staying. Why are you staying, Planned? Use that blast cone. Get out of dodge. Oh my god, stop it. Cataclysm comes down. TK Tiki actually picked up the kill. I don't know what they were thinking or what they were planning out there, but somehow it did work out for the side of Voidborn Vandals. Is now, see Boyle as well, stunned up, just holding the line.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have too many words for that. That was
weird.
That was just, yeah. I mean, Skarner, I think, was role-playing as what it's like to be a Scorpion. One of the things that we know about Scorpions is that they have smaller frontal lobes and potentially don't make decisions about blast cones in a timely enough period. And that's okay. That's okay. He's maybe in the Death Realm, so he couldn't hit it, but I don't know if you can hit blast cones in the Death Realm or not.
It is confirmed
doesn't
that
really matter.
2 out of every 21 Scorpions cannot hit blast cones when needed to. We know this statistic. It's legit.
We do. But I was actually told that by the producers.
4 members mid. Even with that tower gone, you got to be very careful if you're trying to pressure this much with so many members coming in. But again, this is one thing we've got to talk about real quick, is this top side, right? Kale, yes, having a rough time into the Maud. Yes, Maud can take you to Tokyo and you're going to have a bad time, but Kale is always inevitable, and they've just hit level 11.
She's been free farming. Like, I think he was overzealous in the early game from Oceanic, trying to force plays. And I think he overcompensated for his overzealousness by not forcing enough plays topside with your fed Maud. So I really think that Kale should have been dove many times. Many times.
Yeah.
And not just by the not just by the J4, by the Leona.
Yes.
And by the Syndra. And everybody going and shutting down that thing, because there's not enough urgency and understanding that if this Kale is able to be in this position where she is right now, she is going to just kill everyone.
Yeah.
It is just how it is. She has an invulnerability on her ultimate. You can't counterplay it. She will just right-click you and one-shot you in the time that she's invulnerable. That's the game. So Kale not shot down fast enough. She's level 11. You got 5 more levels where you can maybe amend this. She will want to walk up on the sideways. You still have the tools necessary to shut her down as the Kiwi goes wide there from this.
They are all coming in, you can see, but they're looking at this top side as well. They've just gone straight onto Baked Beans. They're taking the tower straight away. Moonlight Visual keeps them at bay, and it looks like Beans is going to be able to get blasted into the Frozen Tomb. Actually, Thor just 1v4. He's holding the line. He's saying, you will not take my bot tower. You will not get away with this. As they're still pushing forward. Scatter of the Weak is good. Killer Instinct is even nicer. They do secure the kill. They secure the tower. But look at this Rift Herald in top side. It is charging for a tier 2, maybe a tier 3 if they're not careful. They can push this further, and a huge turn for DSG. They want to go for more.
Look at the resets on bot.
The TP. Wait, where are you sending it? Did they not want it? They went mid. Oh. What? Salami. What?
I mean, I love that, like, they're trying to do a cross map. Oh god, the VBV. I keep forgetting, man. They're trying to do a cross map play, and they look at bot tier 1. And then they look at the Herald on top and they're like, oh my god, screw the cross map, go back, go
Blanche just got caught taking on wolves, and it is not ideal. Oh, it sucks.
That is brutal.
It's not the worst overall. Like, they still got a lot more than they needed to, but yeah, it's still a nice play. Just sucks.
I mean, I look at the 0 death of Helios, the 0 death of Kale, and I'm chilling. Like, my Skarner can go 0-7 for all I care. The game is so easy to play right now. All you gotta do is let the Kale carry you. Let the Aphelios carry you. Wait another 10 minutes. You will win this game for free. It is on VBV to find something crazy to make this game work. And that's what they gotta do. They need to find the Aphelios. They really need to find this Kale.
Look, and Kale, like you said, hasn't died yet, scaling immensely. Level 12 right now. They did secure their first dragon for the side of VBV, but is it going to be enough?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. What? Oh,
I don't know. So what I was actually going to say...
Six-pack.
I was sort of waiting in anticipation, but I'm looking at the scorelines too, is Lissandra, yes, you see the Syndra now getting the Cosmic Drives, that extra movement speed is really good, but Lissandra still has that infamous lockdown that's going to be so good, and now Tiki could be charged at, as they are getting a lot of damage. Impale is even nicer. That should be a dead support if you ask me. Leona throwing down so much. Solar Flare, going to get it done, but no, Boyle picking it up. Beautiful engaged. Thor coming from behind, and that is the dirtiest reach around I've ever seen, and Thor is so chuffed with that.
I mean, he should be. That's brilliant. He's just got the ADC for a play that they had no right dying there, honestly. Leona's made Nova Step, sure, she dies, but Thor has somehow managed to James Bond his way 007 through the vision, not get spotted, and then come off map, one-shot the ADC and call it a day. That's brilliant.
Arson Joker as well. Just looking at those grubs, but I'm loving it. Items on the bot. Honestly, can we just talk about Boyle right now? Because they are sitting on an IE 5-0. What the fuck?
It's unreal. It's absolutely unreal. I think Obviously, the matchup, I misinterpreted it when the game was starting, is this might be the play, actually. We'll talk about Boyle in a second. This needs to work. I don't know if you will catch Kale here, but if you do, it's good.
Ulti is good, but they should be able to clean this one up. They're all full health, I think.
She's dead. Nice. That's
but
big.
There's a trade for Atakan.
Obviously, they lose Atakan, so maybe not so big. Actually, pretty small. I would say.
Arsene Joker could steal here as they get the stun off. Is it going to be enough as Boyle picks him up just before he can smite it to death? Atakan locked in, but they might be able to take a top tier 1 for their troubles too.
That's really tough. That's really tough. And the reason that's tough is, why is it good to kill Kale? Well, it's good to kill Kale because you ruin her tempo, so she gets less experience, so she's level 16 slower. Except they got Atakan, which gives her a bunch of experience, and now she's level 16 faster. So killing her is completely worthless in that situation, because the Atakan makes Kale level 16 faster than any minion wave would. You know, she's happy to pay 20 seconds of death timer for 50 roses in the inventory. And
this is just like that castle win we saw in one of the first games of the night. Is you just gotta sit there and wait is what we're really doing. Everything up until level 16 Kale really means almost nothing for me. It's absolutely crazy. So at the same time, we're seeing huge leads in so many lanes. This mid, you gotta give Casual the props. They have been playing so out of their mind. We love it. But you can't ignore that Kale, who only just died, has no kills on the board, but you can feel the itchiness. They are primed for it.
Yeah. And we did just see, by the way, like, in killing Kale, it was kind of a test drive for what they can do in a team fight. Like, if Syndra lands the QE on Kale, and Mordecai is able to flash on her head and just start monkeying around, the Kale will die.
Yes.
It is just a question of whether or not she's had enough time to get to the point where inside of her invulnerability, she will do enough damage to where it doesn't matter that you landed the Syndra QE because she just kills you.
I'm loving
the question.
I'm loving the 5v5 that's going to be brewing right now, because they're looking at this drag, but they're looking for the pick instead, because they know there's no vision. And you know there's some tomfoolery afoot, as Boyle could just be hit with the Scatter of the Week, and they just blow him up. No chance. The Vigil's too good. Shutdown going over to Kai'Sa. Now the whole team's in the back line. Tiki wants to go in a little bit more, but can they take out Baked Beans? They get pushed into the wall. Seeing if Tiki can hold the line a little bit more, taking a Tokyo. Baked Beans is cooking something. He's trying to take out Plan, but Plan is just going to be blasted. Beautiful Kale ulti keeps him alive a little bit longer, but Full Metal is able to lock it down for sure. And now that is going to be a free drag heading over to the VBV.
Oh man, I mean, it was a beautiful Kale. I really wonder if Thor could have sent the re-engage, you know, off the back of the Kale, or just send it as Lissandra. There's the exhaust utilized, and he's gonna get out.
Yes, just. I'm scared.
Wow, what a fight, man. What a fight. I mean, it kind of was a little bit tepid, I think, from DSG. I really think they could have sent it a little bit harder. Obviously, you lose Aphelios, but I really think that with all the 4 and 3 Lissandra, off the back of that Kale ultimate, they're all grouped around your Skarner. If you just send it over the wall there, WR yourself, maybe something happens. At the same time, I do respect the discipline to not do it, because my eyes definitely would have bulged and been like, this is a 5-man ulti, I'm going! And I would have taken it and probably inted. So, you know, I understand both sides of the coin here. Kale didn't die, now she's on bot wave. If you look at her items there, that is called Rabadon's Death Cap that she's building towards, and that is also called VBV. Oh my god, 2 in a row!
That was the best. Salami's like, yeah, we take this fight. Bungs the flash, and there's no chance.
Alright guys, I'm going. 3, 2, 1, I'm going. Ah!
Oh, you can see Salami now.
Oh god.
Could be caught. Is now Tiki as well, taking a little bit of damage. Flag just going out. No drag just yet, but now we'll have to see what they're going to do as we are heading into the 24th minute. Baron is in a 1 minute now, Twee. Where are we looking? Who do we need to focus on in this next team fight?
Yeah, I mean, on both teams it's fairly simple. You got a Kai'Sa and you got a Syndra on one team, and you got a Kale and you got an Aphelios and you got a Lissandra on the other team, right? Whoever is not tanky, that thing needs to die for both teams. Now, you'll notice that one of the teams has 3 non-tanky members. That's bad, because those 3 non-tanky members are harder to kill than the 2 non-tanky members of VBV. And so it's going to be a lot harder for VBV to execute the fight because they've got 3 targets that they need to be worried about. So you're going to have to, it's a lot on Full Metal to be able to position himself in such a way that he's able to output maximum damage while not having this exact thing happen to him.
Oh, Kale. Oh, looks like Casual might have just been caught out. Scatter of the Weak. Frozen Tombs even better. But Pokey does have the ultimate. Nice pickup for Thor. Doesn't trade. It's a nice pickup for the side of DSG.
When you look at the Kale's XP bar, she's just dinged level 15.
Whoa.
We have about 2 more minutes of peace on the Rift before the Tyrant is going to start walking to fights and just tapping everybody.
Do you like the Rabadon's build, though? Like, are you a fan of this? Is this good?
I am actually. I think I am because they have enough one shot.
Oh my god, Boyle.
Hold that thought.
What are you doing? I'm so sorry. We're just going to cut back in as Tiki's just going to blast through. The Solar Flare is looking good. Hits 2, but is it going to be enough? As now Thor's trying to come back in. You can see Baked Beans, Killer Instinct on the back side. They're trying to go for this big fight. They're trying to take a little bit more, but Plan's trying to chunk it out. Tiki's going to be taken out though real quick. Boyle picking that one up. Plan was just a distraction. Now they're looking at Baked Beans as the Moonlight Vigil goes forward. They're trying to lock down a little bit more as the Inferno, but it's not going to do any damage. Can they get enough onto Baked Beans? The 4-man pull is not going to be enough as they're trying to take him under the tower. Thor picks it up, and it's all she wrote. Now Arson Joker wants a little bit more action. The flag goes out, but can he get it done? Pokey's like, we can take this fight. Now they're looking at mid lane.
Oh my god. I mean, the 4 members just chasing down the poor Mordekaiser's keeper's verdict in that fight was unreal. I was talking about how DSG need to isolate and lock down the 2 targets. Well, they pick Syndra.
Oh my god, the flash.
Oh my god, he's
Casual can get it done, and AXC Arson Joker flag to track just before the Frozen Tomb hit. Absolute shenanigans of a game.
Oh yeah, I was talking about how in that fight, they need to find the Kai'Sa, they need to find the Sane. You know what, never mind actually. No, Pokey's just dead. What is this?
What the?
I will return to my point. They need to find the Kai'Sa, they need to find the Syndra. They find the Syndra in bot lane with that pick, then they immediately TP and force a fight with the Poppy ult to knock the Kai'Sa away.
Yeah.
At that point, it's just Leona, just J4, just Mordekaiser. There's no damage. You got 3 carries, you can melt through that, and that's exactly what they did. Really, really well executed from DSG, isolating the carries from the tanks, and yoink the red buff. We'll have that, thank you very much, says Casual, and that's just really annoying. That's all
that's just me being like, nah, I don't want you to fuck with this.
Yeah. That is just annoying. Well, Baron is now on the menu, though. It's 26 minutes in the game. 2 Drakes apiece. Fairly even in terms of the gold. I mean, dead even, in fact.
Yeah.
But I still think you got to be favoring DSG's angles into these fights a little bit more. Just because it's easier to execute. Not to say that it's not possible for VBV, but it's all off the back of Casual not getting caught and making good plays here.
Casual is catching everyone. Solar Flare is good. They're throwing out the Void Seeker too. Casual picks it up. It's just too easy for this man. But now they're still looking for a little bit more as there's the pull back in. Moonlight Vigil hits, but it's only on the 3. Look at the Impale. It's massive. What was that play? That was huge. The Impale was massive. Plan got it done. He said, I have a plan, boys. We can finish this off. Pokey's trying to hold on. Flash goes out. There's the level 16 right at the last minute. Now Arson Joker's the only one. The fucking flag and drag. The Cataclysm too. Salami's like, we can keep going. No, you cannot, Salami. What a play. Both sides came up with the goods.
How did that happen? I don't understand. It's a plan with a 4-man Impale turns disaster into gold. And the Aphelios ultimate to follow up. It's a ridiculous amount of damage pumped out by the Aphelios, but they still lose. That's the thing, is they still lose that fight because Arson just turns it around. He jumps back in with a re-engage, one-shots the Aphelios, gets rid of the Skarner. Now they're going to claim the Drake because they have better tempo on the map. They're able to win the fight a little bit faster. And DSG now, running out of base, are going to be late to this dragon. They're not going to be able to contest it. And it's going to be 3 dragons to VBV, somehow getting up in a fight where they get 4-man Skarner ulted into a Aphelios ulted.
Look, honestly, it was such a good play from both sides. Like, it was still 2 members that went on it. Yes, Arson Joker was able to survive just that little bit longer for the drag, but you got to admit, both sides played that damn near perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it
unreal.
was, and that's why this game is so close. It is dead even gold at 28 minutes. Tweed, do you ever see this?
No, never. Literally never. You will never see this. In professional play, very rarely you will see this, and it's when you're watching the 2 best teams against each other. Like, you will never see this in a low elo game. Or, not saying this is low elo, but you'll never see this in any game that isn't like LCK.
Yeah.
This is unreal. Dead even goal at 28 minutes, 29 minutes.
It is disgusting. 14 kills to 16. Gold is at 48k apiece. 3 ocean drags for the side of VBV, which, if we've known anything, is you need to start building some anti-heal ASAP. There's the flash forward. Can Casual get caught out as they send back a beautiful scatter? The Casual gets the Zonyas. They're trying to hold on as Tiki's going to hit with that. Pokey picks it up. That's their main damage dealer. Is the beautiful survivability. The Cataclysm onto 3 members. Now they're looking at Carson. They can do it. It's a double kill heading over for Pokey. They want Tiki. They want full metal. It's a triple kill, and that should be the Baron, Twee.
It's done. The game's not over by any means, but that is Baron secured right there for VBV off the back of a brilliant fight. You can see what I'm talking about. That's the Rabadon's value from Kayle. She sits there in her immunity and just one-shots everyone. The whole team collapses around her. Kayle was just coming in, pumping out loads and loads and loads of damage. you just can't deal with it. It's literally not possible to play against it because it just is immune. It's invulnerable to damage.
Wait, what just happened? How did he cancel that? What just happened? He TP'd, did he back? He got pulled.
No.
What?
No. Okay. What happened as we watched Baked Beans just finish off Salami here, which is not a sentence I thought I'd be saying today. What happened there is that Mordekaiser, so Kayle finished her reset because Mordekaiser ult doesn't do any damage. However, because the reset finished, she teleported as far away from Mordekaiser as she possibly could, which in the Death Realm is just to the right edge of it. So she teleported back to base, but it was actually the Death Realm. She was inside the Death Realm, so she teleported to the edge of the Death Realm. She couldn't go any further. She finished her reset and still died.
Now you just saw Casual one-shotting Thor, just a classic matchup again. 7-4 and 7, that is a Void Staff, which is going to be pumping out some damage. Only a couple Barons left on this side. What do they need to do with it, Twee?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard because, you got to go mid. It's pretty important. You got to get that mid tower down. That's going to matter because the third dragon's coming up. But I really think you just kind of have to not lose anything. That's what I was going to say.
And there's Solar Flare as well. They're looking at them. Let's see if Poke can hold on, just gets the ulti off, trying to get a little bit more. The Impale is nice. They're going to be able to pick up one here. Now Arsene Joker gets the flag and drag. There's the too much as Casual's able to pop up another one. Planned. Now all alone versus 3, and he still gets blown up.
I mean, they connected with the Kayle there. That's what you needed to see. Like, the whole game revolves around whether it's a minigame. When Kayle has ultimate, we cannot play. When Kayle doesn't have ultimate, we can try to connect with her, and now we can get something done because she's dead. Look, they're going to get the mid tower here. Salami's putting the engage down.
Then Morse, the Frozen Tomb is so good. Clearing out the wave just to say we need to hold the line a little bit longer. Slows are good. Thor does get stunned up. Casual does damage. There's the Zhonya's, though. It's going to do a really good job as they try to hold a little bit longer. Full Metal actually picks up that kill. Arsene Joker went back in. Salami's pretty tanky, though. Going to be careful. Scatter of the weak hits again. They're bombarding them with everything, but they're just too low, Twee.
I know. I mean, it's unreal. It's so hard to play for both teams. Like, it cannot be overstated how precarious the situation is because you have these carries with massive wallets and insane amounts of damage output, and you just don't have the health bars to be able to skirmish with these guys for any longer than 5 seconds. When a fight breaks out, people are going to explode within, like, seconds of the fight starting. So it's really difficult to do a siege. It's really difficult to, like, macro properly because if anyone gets caught out, like, a position for half a second, they're immediately blown up. Whether it be Syndra QE, whether it be Skarner-ing you into the wall, into a Aphelios one-shotting you, whether it be Kayle just running you down. There's so much damage in this lobby and there's just not the health bars to deal with it. So the fights are so explosive, it's so difficult to play. I did a little wow come through there.
I didn't know why that was still on, but that's okay. What do we need to see from the side of DSG to close out this game? What is the prio? Do they just need
They got to find the Aphelios.
Do you mean the Kai'Sa? So Aphelios. So
sorry, no, like
red team.
They got to stop VBV from finding the Aphelios.
Yes,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, perfect.
Like, or Kayle. One or the other is enough. It's very important that either Aphelios or Kayle survives through the first 5 seconds. And if that happens, they will win the fight by default, right? They need to... Syndra no E right now, so now's the time where they can walk up. Syndra uses E, then they can walk up a little bit. Obviously, they're not doing it. I think they should. But still, that's the timer. You look at where Kayle and Aphelios are, they're spread. As long as they're spread, the fight is playable. Now when they're grouped, the fight is not playable. That is the thing they need to be watching out for.
Aphelios.
This cannot happen. Casual cannot die.
Just going to be picked up as well. Thor trying to hold the line, does jump back over the wall. You can see they're up in the back side. They're really trying to chase Boyle, but he is alive. Red and white do not fight. The healing could be pretty good here. So now they look for a little bit more as Kayle starting to punch out the damage. Good Zhonya's from the stop. But there it is. Pokey picks up one. Arsene's gone. This is 2 kills going over. Kayle started to go beast mode, but can Beans get it done? As now it is just this Aphelios trying to hold the line a little bit while healing is good. Boyle's trying to stay alive. They're in the back line. That's too much for this team. The heat is on. They're boiling in a pot, and it's not baked beans being cooked. It's now Casual's trying to pick up player, but the slows are good. The damage then there is the Zhonya's as well. Casual should be picked up. That's the drag. It's going to take them to 3 as well. Soul point for both sides.
Oh my god. I mean, that fight right there, that is exactly it for DSG. That's exactly what we needed to see. The Cataclysm actually worked against them.
Yeah.
So Arsene and Joker, he sees a big Cataclysm. He's like, yes, this is good. I'm going to hit 3 of them. But the 3 people he hits, Skarner, Lissandra, and Poppy.
Yeah. Nah.
That leaves behind the Cataclysm, using it as a wall, the full DPS uptime, Kale and Aphelios.
Oh.
They're just blasting into the front line the entire time. Pokey and Boyle are able to make so much space for themselves in that fight. Obviously, Arsenal and Joker just didn't connect with the right guy. He needs to be finding a flank angle. They need to be, Casual needs to be landing his QEs on the Aphelios and the Kale, or they're going to lose the fight. That's what we just saw right there. Aphelios, Kale make space for themselves. They just have the damage output to be able to win a fight, and it's too easy. Now it's 3 dragons to 3 dragons. The gold, and I'd like to repeat this, is pretty much dead even still.
Yeah.
It's only 800 in front for red side, which is like completely unreal. It's the same exact circumstances in the next fight, okay? The only thing is it's harder because Aphelios now has GA. So you need to kill Aphelios, you need to kill Kale. If you do that, you win.
Yep.
Killing Aphelios needs to happen twice.
Twice.
Which is bad.
Yep.
And you need to be able to connect. It's so difficult, but it is possible because Syndra can make it happen. And so can J4.
It is so much survivability is how I would put that, Tweez, because you got Kale ulti, you have a GA. There is just, you have to take these guys down so many times just for it to happen. But now they're just saying, guys, we shred Baron. We can do it. There's no J4 in sight. They were just bot side. They knew. No way. But they are coming down now as well. Salami trying to hold them back, and Baron is just gone.
Yeah, I guess Casual just screwed up his tempo there. He's off map. He's on bot side. Maybe a little bit overwhelmed in the game and forgot the Baron is something they can do. With Kale Aphelios, it vanished in half a second, and now this game is really, really hard. They need to have something happen. Look at Casual's position there. The QE on Aphelios is what we need. It's QE into Solar Flare. That is what we need.
That's exactly right. So one Solar Flare well placed into a Cataclysm as well locks down the team. But there's also Cataclysm into Solar Flare is so good because you have a perfect target to lay it down into.
There's so many ways of doing it.
Planned needs to be careful. Oh, it's so hard to execute. But again, we did actually say the Voidborn Vandals, this is the team that actually has had the training. They've been playing together. They know how each other works. Let's see if they can get it done. The spike goes down. Plan. Able to take away the red. That's a bit of a disaster. That's a lot harder to deal with, but they need to start pressuring side lanes.
It's really annoying to play against an Aphelios with red buff as well, because now he's slowing you on every single auto attack. So if we're trying to run him down, it's even harder. It's even harder. Not saying that anyone really can. I think one thing that might be worth considering for VBV, I'm not saying this is a good idea. I'm definitely not signing up for it if I'm the Mordekaiser in this game. Do we ever just ult the Kale as Mordekaiser and then run away and try to live in the death realm for the whole time so that Kale's not DPSing your team in the fight?
That's not a bad
Do you ever just like suicide ult the Kale so she can't play? Like that's something I'd be considering here. You just do that, try to live in the ult, then it's only Aphelios you have to deal with. We can do that. Then when she comes out of the death realm, hopefully we've won the fight by then, we can mad dog her as 5 and we just one-shot her. That's maybe another way you can play this. There's a bunch of different ways you can play. You can play off Syndra QE, you can play off Mordekaiser ult. There's all these different strategies. It's just about whether or not they can execute it. Unarguable.
Gwen!
What DSG has to do is easier.
My cat is walking on my keyboard.
It's unarguable that what they have to do is wait.
Right.
That's very cute. I'm a fan. I like cats.
She's fucking... She's actually...
I don't think
what has she done?
The tension of the situation. She doesn't understand. That's very cute.
She was making me type in all chat and all sorts of shit.
Oh no. Oh no.
Here we go. We're back. All right, we're good. Cats on keyboards, guys. Don't ever play solo queue with them. It's not worth it. It's a nightmare.
Yes.
But okay.
Can attest.
Okay, 22 kills to 24. 68k gold to 65. And I think Casual could just be caught out if they get the slows, if they get the damage. Zhonya's is good. There's the flag and drag going back in. Plant is now caught out. Sent packing. Now the rest of the team wants to join this one. Look at Kale's damage. It's disastrous. Plant picked up their kill. They want even more. They've sent them back. The scatter of the week does nothing. Salami is just the hottest sausage in the Rift right now. Can they get anything else done as they need to push in this wave? Salami's so low. They're trying to get the unstoppable power. It's not going to get enough damage onto the Zhonya's from Thor is good. Look at bot lane. Look at mid. They're sending in the waves. They're causing a disruptor. They could be taking us to game 2 and match point for this series.
Oh, it's absolute disaster, man. VBV, like, it was so close. They're on the tip of the tongue, man. They had a way to win this game. They just got caught. It's Casual made the crucial error, and it's just unplayable now. This whole team's dead. Can they hold this? That's the question. Can they make their way back into the game? That is brutal to watch, man. If you're a VBV enjoyer, that is hard to watch. They're actually going to call it.
Look, Dragon's up. They could get sold. Think of the healing. Think of how much healing. I think this is the right call. This is the right call.
Yeah, I think so too.
Why?
Okay, but VBV need to not do that. VBV need to just not do that, man. Like, anything but that. You cannot have a fight on their terms, because the only way you win is by catching the Aphelios or Kale off guard. So if they're able to start a fight, if the Skarner's the one catching you, it is instantly lights out. And that's what we've just seen. We've seen that one time before as well. I'm on some copium. I still think they can do it. I still think they can. And the only way that I think they can is with this Mordekaiser. It's with a whole bunch of different things. That is a Magi Soul Stealer right there. That is so disgusting.
On Kale, 10 stacks already.
That is so disgusting.
That damage.
Oh my God.
What is their AP, man? What is their AP? Show me this Kale.
How do we see?
904 AP.
No, it's not playable. That's so insane.
That's
like
disgusting.
for people at home, this thing will one-shot you. Like you will just vanish from your screen in half a second. You look at her for half a second, she will just disappear you. It's that simple. And it's not even skilled on her end. She doesn't have to do it well. She will just kill you. That's all it is. The game is 40 minutes in. This is what Kale will do. This is what we've been heralding this from day one.
Oh,
Boyle! Here we go.
What? The Moonlight Vigil does go sideways, but Boyle still picked up one. Where did they go? That was way too much damage. That was disgusting as they're walking down this top side. This is the
wasn't even Kale, man.
It wasn't, man. It was the Aphelios, and they're full build too, and they're just unkillable.
There's 2 of them.
This has just got to be game. They are playing it smart. They're playing it calculated. Yes, you can hit him once. He's got the GA available. Salami's holding the line. They can look at these towers pretty comfortably. Clearing out the waves is the aim of the game. And Boyle, Kale, both shred. Look at Kale's damage into these. It is so gross. But now all is up to them pushing in one more wave. They can get this done.
Oh, no.
And it looks like it is going to be DSG.
They're going to go for it, man. They're going to try and end.
They're going to go for it. This is the best play they could go for. Yes, they get that pull. It's only on Salami, though, and look at Boyle punching out the damage. They're looking at these towers, taking one. Can they get the Nexus? There's one tower gone. The cancel out, the pull back in. See you later, Arson Joker. You are no longer in this game, and now Thor's trying to hold back on. That's straight into Tokyo. Brazil is nowhere where they want to be. Solar Flare hits a couple, but not enough to get it done. They're looking at these towers. Look at Plenty. He is so tanky. And look at Casual. He's blown up. They're flashing forward to secure the kills. It's a triple kill heading over for Boyle. They take the tower. They've gone into the base with the Zonyas. And an absolute disruption for the side of DSG on red side.
They just stomped them. They just absolutely just curb stomped them at the end. The Sandra just went, all right, that's enough Death Realms, bro. I'm going in. She sent it. Aphelios and Kale just absolutely vacuum cleaned the rest of the team. He just one-shot them. It was over. That was one of the shortest fights and most one-sided fights I think I've ever seen.
Oh, dude.
I mean, all of that stems from the lack of good, proactive early game plays. It is that simple.
Yep.
That outcome could have been, if you showed me the game timer and how long that game went for, I would have told you exactly who would have won from the start of that game. And it's literally just because we cannot ever allow the Kale to get into a spot where she's able to play the game post 15 minutes.
100%. And
particularly picking J4. That's it.
And that's exactly what you said. They didn't prioritize that top side. It didn't give them enough. Let's go to a short break, Tweet. We got another game. It's a best of 3 fearless series. So we got another game with these two teams coming up. We're going to give them a chance to take a break. At least. It could go to a 3. Who knows? It's only 6 o'clock at night. And I'm fucking vibing. All right. We'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned. We've got another game coming in a second.